As the city of Columbia gets closer to Finlay Park's reopening, we want to take a look back at the park's history.
Yeah, News 19's Taylor Richardson speaking with local historians about Finlay Park.
In the heart of downtown Columbia, Finlay Park has existed under multiple names and used for different purposes for centuries. And historians say it has played an integral role in the city of Columbia's history. Margaret Dunlap from the History Center at the Richland Library and John Scher with Historic Columbia say that in the early 1800s, the site that would become Finlay Park was used as a waterworks system, reportedly pumping 300 gallons of clear water a day. But in 1838, the company running the waterworks sold the land back to the city, and in the years to come, Columbia City Warden Algernon Sidney Johnston started the initiative to turn the area into a green space.
Planted trees and laid out paths and benches, and eventually a park just grew up on the site.
In 1852, following Johnston's death, the area was named Sidney Park in his honor. According to Scherer, the park was a lively place through the Civil War and the Reconstruction period.
Sidney Park flourished during the antebellum period, and during the Civil War, this was actually a location for a lot of concerts, bands, and people congregating.
However, in 1899, the city of Columbia leased Sidney Park to Seaboard Railway for it to be used as a railroad terminal, and thus turning the park into an industrial space. Despite the area not being a park anymore, the space was renamed Seaboard Park, and it would be the home for many different industrial businesses for decades to come.
But it was not an attractive place at all. It became a big eyesore.
It wasn't until 1978 when Kirkman Finley was elected mayor, and a few years later he developed the Seaboard Park plan to revitalize the green space and bring more people back to downtown. The construction project went from 1987 to 1990, and landscape designer Robert Marvin developed the green space into a place where people could gather. According to historians, the park returned to being a focal point for downtown Columbia where families could gather and events or concerts could be held.
This urban green space became a celebrated amenity for so many folks who were residents of the capital city, but also visitors as well.
I remember when Finlay Park was Sidney Park, and we would come down and play in the water. It might not have been the safest thing to do, but we couldn't resist.
After an $8 million renovation, Sidney Park reopened in 1990, and in 1993, it was renamed Finlay Park to honor Kirkman Finley, who had passed away earlier that year. According to Scherer and Dunlap, the park saw fewer visitors and needed upgrades, leading the city to invest $25 million to restore it so residents could once again enjoy the green space, much like the Columbia community did 200 years ago. With the park reopening, Scherer and Dunlap say the space is poised to be enjoyed by a whole new generation.
It preserves the original intent well over 180 years ago now of folks who said this capital city needs a park that can be enjoyed by all.
And the activities that they have planned for the new park look really exciting, and I think that people are going to be pleasantly surprised when they go back to Finlay Park again.
From Columbia, I'm Taylor Richardson, WLTX News 19.
Well, there's no doubt that Finlay Park is open and ready for the public, and the weather could not be any better, not only for the next few days, but for the next several days. Take a look at